What's up? All right, let's find this on here. Do all that kind of good stuff. And boom. I got to be able to get into here so that I can see comments a little easier because they go fast. And this will be our third time live today. Wesley Mitchell, Brandon, what's up, my guys? We'll let a few people get in here. Then in the end, I'll just cut all this off and it'll make its own little video. Gangish. We're going to go live after this, I hope, on Culture War Vultures also. Nasty Nate, what's up? Anna, my road dog. Big Weavis. What's up? That dude, Chuck, had me rolling at the end. What was it he said? He said, caught a Rico over a tweaker.
Yeah.
Had me dying. Todd, what's up? Here for the laughs. My dude, Dirty Dingus, what's up? All right, Miss Thing. Hi, love. Herb Dizzle. All right. So we'll go ahead and start because I'm just going to make this into a video real quick and then put it out as a video. I don't know. So I've been watching today and there's been like this all-out press on trying to get everything right that's happened between the Water Dogs and the Banditos in Red River. Obviously, we all know about that story. So here's how it played out from start to end. First, I want to say, we'll get to that later. All right. So you have this club, the Water Dogs. Now, Shady is the president and founder of the Water Dogs. I think he said they started with 5 or 6 men and they built up to 7. I think 5 is what they started with. Shady was the president of a different club, the Disciples. Now, one of the club brothers in the Disciples, he has a brother in the Mongols. Now, these are friends. These guys have been friends for a long time. So one of them has a wedding. They're not wearing any of their colors together. None of that. They take a picture for the wedding. Now, this gets the Banditos all hot at the Water Dogs for taking a picture technically with a Mongol. Now, the reason that they pressed up on the Water Dogs is the Water Dogs had been blessed in by one of the national members of the Banditos as basically a MC. They were good. They didn't have to worry about nothing because Shady and this member, they worked at the same tattoo shop together. So 2 of the founding members, well, Shady didn't work there, but he was always hanging out there. 2 of the founding members knew this high up Bandito very well because they worked all day together, basically. Now, obviously, the Banditos, they see it. They see this picture. And all they say is, Shady just took a picture on the internet with a Mongol. That's a bad look. So they go hunting. They beat Shady up one place, and then like a year later, they catch Shady with his kids. And from what I hear, jumped him when he had his kids with him, which is a no-no. But Omen took it personal. Omen was about that Bandito life, period. And everybody, can look at Omen one way or the other. Even his brother reached out to me the day after Omen was killed. His brother, AJ, salute if you're watching. His brother was worried. He was nervous, and rightfully so. He doesn't know anything about these Water Dogs. He knows that they just killed his brother. and he's scared. Well, on the other side, you have Marco from Marco's Motorcycle Nation. He is in touch with some of the Water Dogs family members that are feeling the same way. So I tell AJ, I said, do you want me to pass your phone number off to Marco to give to the other family? Because you guys are on two sides of this, but you need to talk, right? It's almost therapeutic. And both sides said yes. So I sent the number on to Marco to give to the family. Bing, bang, boom. You know, AJ was up on Marco's show today, which is AJ's mad. He's being kept away from his brother's funeral. And I told him that I would go live tonight and I would say something about that. I mean, there's a lot of emotions that go with something like this. And the club has all their, thoughts about it and sadness about losing their longtime brother. And they don't want to deal with the family side of it. But I'm guessing Omen's wife does not want the mother and Omen's two brothers there or their family, which is, it's a crazy thing. Like I said, one of his brothers, special needs, Ricky. Hi, Ricky, if you're watching. I'm so sorry that you have to go through that, and it'll be okay. AJ will take care of you. So, after they had caught him slipping twice, then comes the Red River Rally. This is the first year that the Banditos are allowed back wearing their patches. And the Water Dogs show up without patches, but you can't discount that they were packing. They knew that there might be an issue. Obviously, they've been confronted twice already. They're up there with their family. The wives, they all go into the tents. They're looking around at the vendor stuff. Omen and at least one of his brothers walks up to their group. He's still hot about the picture with the Mongols or with a Mongol. And it all goes from there. I'm standing by. I'm not going to speak on how that went down. I haven't seen the footage. I've heard two different stories from both sides, and I am definitely not with the bullshit that other people or other channels might be with. You can call yourself a reporter, but if you're a one percenter, you do not need to be trying to implicate people in crimes. I believe 100% that goes against you wearing that patch. And I've heard a lot of, this should stay in-house and only bikers should be talking about it. There ain't a convict between all of them. And it's crazy that I'm not in a 1% club, but I know better than to allow questions like that to be asked around me, because it's street sense. And you would think somebody wearing a 1% patch would have street sense not to allow that kind of behavior around them. Some of these dudes, they act gangster as hell. And I've seen this my whole life. I've seen it in prison many, many times. I've had to stick people that I didn't want no parts of them because, they talk to big talk and you think that they're somebody until everything comes down and then they're curled up in a ball. There's a lot of that I've noticed on YouTube, and I call it out when I see it, and I tried to be nice. When it comes to Marco, all Marco did was he pressed and said, "Oh, this is mine and Hollywood's exclusive." And to me, I was just like, "Well, cool, man. Like, I guess I didn't bring you the fucking story or anything." But that was the only thing with Marco. That's not something that is just egregious as Hollywood asking that question. Like, you just tried to set that dude up in the name of what? Views? You're going to ruin a man's life? let him go to prison for 20 years. He might have said one thing or the other. I don't know, but I wasn't going to wait and find out. So that's my spiel on them and that whole deal. So right now, Jacob Castillo for the Water Dogs is the only person who's been charged, and he's claiming self-defense. And the news media came out and they acted all surprised that he claimed self-defense. Like, why wouldn't he? And then you have family members or supporters for one club saying, well, they pulled first. And then you have supporters from the Water Dogs saying, well, the Banditos started punching us first. And that's all going to play out on camera footage. I can guarantee you, I have some footage that was sent to me. It does not show the exact incident, but it was like right next to it when it was going off. You could hear it happening, but you could not see it because they were in the street, in the middle of the street, whoever had this footage. Right. Exactly, Sewer. You can't ask questions like that on a 2-day-old case, and it was just funky to me. So I think, if you ask me, the feds are absolutely going to be involved. What's up, Fedders? The feds are absolutely going to be involved in this, and they're absolutely watching everything. And somebody even said, hey, Rick, you might end up getting yourself a free trip to New Mexico under a subpoena for all this. And, if you're a federal prosecutor or a federal agent or any of that involved in this case, you're wasting your time. Don't come to my house. I won't speak to you. You can threaten me under, contempt of court. I'll sit in jail for the entire trial. I'm not going to testify. I will refuse to testify. It'll look horrible. I won't give any up any game. I won't be a part of any of that. So, I mean, if you take me to New Mexico, I guess I'll have a bunch of stories about New Mexico jail for you guys. That's how that'll go. But yeah, I wasn't even going to continue even talking about this case, right? Because I've said enough on it. But there's a couple of things that needed to be cleared up that people just don't, I don't know. They just don't know. And, and I stand by it with Shady, Jacob Castillo, any of the Water Dogs, any of the Banditos. You got nothing to talk about to anybody. Coming on to one of these shows is a bad idea when it comes to an open case. It's nuts. Bourbon and Bad Choices Podcast. Man, I love that name. All right, let's see. Yeah, I did feel a little bit left out. Here's the thing. Had Marco just said, hey, I got this exclusive. Cool. But they made sure to pat each other on the back, but gave zero dues to the dude who literally brought them everything. Or else they'd have been reading the newspaper and saying, here's what we know today, and telling you what the cop said in the media, Like, they wouldn't have known Shady. They wouldn't have, Omen's brother, any of that. It just is what it is, though. It is what it is. You see how people act. But this won't be the only Red River. This won't be the only Red River Rally incident. Like, shit happens. And when it does, I keep my ear low to the ground. So, yeah, Big Bone and Archbishop. Exactly. And I mean, everybody might look at me like I'm some newcomer when it comes to talking about all this club stuff, but I'm a career criminal. I've redeemed myself. I'm trying, but I'm always going to live by the street code of it all. And I can't see myself being around when some dude is implicating himself in some shit. That was stupid. That was crazy. Feds, yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's all right. Trolls are gonna troll, Mike. That's what you guys are here for. They come in banging on you know anybody. Bam, what's up? It was good to hear from you in the background too, bro. I'm gonna start doing some stuff on your guys and the craziness that comes with that. Giving half-ass truths. You tell me who do about pretty much everything. You find 3 words that I say wrong, and you try and make it look like half-ass truths. Well, the cops didn't even talk about the ambulance incident, but I did the day after it happened. You can half-ass suck my dick from the back. I didn't mean that. That was for satire. Is that the word I'm looking for, Brandon?
Sure.
Satirical purposes.
Yeah.
What's up, Haji? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I don't even want to know what he has to say. Southern kinship. So, well, I don't want to say names because, you never know who likes you and who hates you when you're on the internet. And it's a lot like prison. It's very treacherous, right? But there is a club down here. I'll tell you all about it, Bigfoot, that I'm really digging and looking into. A couple of chapters, it seems like they like to go to a lot of the runs, which is what I like to do. Barbecues and just stuff like that. That's what I'm after. And we still have, the club that we met on Memorial Day. Invited us to play cards and all that. I was going to get a hold of them, but I've been so busy with all this New Mexico stuff. Oh, Pobobs have the best. I don't know who I was talking to about it. I was talking to a bunch of people the last time, and I sent pictures of the Pobobs Nevada patch to a couple of people like, you have to see this patch. It is filthy. It's the Pobobs patch. If it wasn't their patch, I would have something like that tattooed on me because it's that cool. Diesel, thank you. And it was an eye opener for me too. And people will you can say one thing or you can say the other, but you can't have it both ways. Either you're a 1%er and you live by the 1%er code, and that means not getting people to tell on themselves on the internet. You can still do this and do a great job. I do. And I'll never have somebody telling on themselves on the internet. And I'll never tell on somebody on the internet. But I guess that's the line right there. And it's not black, or it is black and white. There's no gray. If that's what you claim to be in life, be that. But the instant that you show different, I'm going to wonder. I'm going to start wondering. And that's all that happened. Is a lot of people were like, hey, what the hell? Oh. Muppet, where the hell have you been, Muppet? I was just talking to Kansas about you. The last time I heard from you, you said you were walking up the East Coast and we were being nailed by the hurricane. And I never heard from you again. Where in the hell have you been? I will. You're going to have to leave me. I think I might still have your number. I have to. I wouldn't have gotten rid of it. This is one of the bros right here, man. Sorry, guys. What the hell, bro? I'll get a hold of Kansas for you. I talked to him like a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago. Bro. Yeah. Yeah. See, that's the other thing right there. But I don't expect Marco to have my back. I would expect Marco to have Hollywood's back because I guess they ride for the same club, like they're club brothers. So it's never, it's never a good look when one of your club brothers says something, he has to have his back. That's why I'm not even really. I hope Marco does really well. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Like, he's a good, genuinely nice guy. And he's very easy to talk to. And that's who I was getting involved with. But I guess whatever I had going on and was bringing to Marco so that me and Marco could do it on his channel first and then mine, because I'm trying to help the guy. Hollywood got involved, and then now you see the clusterfuck that's involved. And none of this would have happened if I'd have just kept it all to myself or Marco hadn't have taken it to Hollywood, who, at the end of the day, he's looking for views. I get it. It's YouTube, but you still gotta, you've got honor, right? You gotta live by a certain code. What's up, Joey Tats? That's it right there, bro. Doug, I see you in here, buddy. Right. So, this is definitely, it didn't have to happen. And if you ask me, all it's going to do is hurt the Banditos. Let me see. No, I didn't. I'll have to go check that out. I didn't catch their entire thing, their entire live. And it's being the new guy, I get it. Like, they're all over this story like stink on shit. And they're getting views out of it, so I guess, but I don't know. I like talking about new stuff. Like, I had a fugitive. I had a guy today, unless you were up at 1 in the afternoon or 2 in the afternoon, you didn't see it. Full blown 17 years this dude's been on the run. Wanted by Interpol. I'm on to the next thing always. And I'll be putting that out. It's going to be easy edit for me, and that'll be out soon. Jeez. Joey, thank you, brother. I appreciate that. You don't even know how much that helps. And also, hold on. That just reminded me. Oh, my goodness. Special. Oh, let's get this out of the way. All right. A special shout out to Bigfoot, who sent me a new microphone, and not just any new microphone, like a really, really, really good microphone. Like the last microphone I'll ever need to buy. He bought and he sent to me. Thank you, Bigfoot. You're such a good friend to me, bro. You call and check on me. I love you. Brian Snap sent a Cash App. Ryan Patch, John, and Liz from Readings by Mother Courage sent to PayPal. This is the first week that I've been doing this where we're like, people have, even a couple bucks here or there sent to my Cash App, and you don't even understand how much that helps. Like, that's huge. And I just want to shout those people out. Thank you so much. It's awesome. Big Weavy. Brandon will get you all hooked up. Uh-oh. Let's see. You know, they are they have a hearing coming up for a new trial. That's also another thing that's been going on. They have a hearing coming up this month for a new trial. Merle is being sentenced. JR is supposed to be in on the 8th, I believe. And let me see if I have that. Nope, that's on my phone. Oh, no, there we go. Nope, on my phone. All right. So JR was due to be sentenced, but you remember the judge and his lawyer kind of had it out. They're going to have this evidentiary hearing, which is going to be like a week-long process on its own, and that'll be coming up. So there's a lot still happening with Sonoma. They are not sunk. Rain Man, they're going to be fighting it no matter what through appeals, and they have a ton of different things to hit for appeals. So I like Rain Man's chances, especially Rain Man. I like his chances a lot because he was solely convicted on the testimony of a snitch that got himself caught up in a different situation and then interjected himself like he was involved or intimately involved in the Sonoma indictment and the crimes. So free Rain Man. I'm with that. I'm also going to put, I have to remember, I'm going to put Rusty's info up so people can send him books. Oh, hey. And not just that, Sterling has so today you guys saw on the three other big channels that are doing their thing together today, you saw a gentleman, he was a Christian Motorcycle Club member. Well, Sterling had already set up for him to come on, and then they're like, oh, do you still, he's like, just he's blame it on me. I'm not going to do all that. I'm still going to have the gentleman on because he got cut off in the middle of what he was saying today. And I want him to be able to kind of break down that life right there of the Christian Motorcycle Club. And so I'm going to have him on, Lou Steele, and let him finish and let him, tell everybody about their clubs. I'm interested. I'm definitely interested. I don't think I would ever go the route of joining a Christian club. My brother is more that type. He's very like
biblical.
Yeah, he's crazy biblical. For me, I'm spiritual. But the missionary life has just not ever been my life. I mean, it has before. We did help the Amish build a church one time, but that's a different story, different time. That home was crazy. Chopper was good. From Thailand. Y'all better hold on. We need those microchips. We need you guys to fight.
They can keep the ladymen, though.
You can keep the lady boys. That's right. And now we just got demonetized. Dang it. I can't help myself sometimes. I have to cut all that out. Yeah, Lou. That's why immediately when I saw Lou up there and he started talking, I go, this is the guy that Sterling wanted me to talk to. And I got a hold of Sterling. I said, hey, is that the dude that you're trying to hook me up with? And he says, I don't know. He goes over, he goes, God damn, it is. I was like, no, there we go. But it is what it is, man. I'd be an asshole. And it would be an ego move for me to say, no, I don't want that dude on because he just went on another channel that I'm having female issues with, right? And that's what it all comes down to. My issue with Hollywood will never be resolved because he did some fuckboy shit, and I won't ever allow people around me that do that. My issue with Marco is nothing. Marco did nothing wrong. He's a good dude. Definitely, if you like him, go and watch him and subscribe and support him and support me and support Black Dragon. Don't support Hollywood. That dude's a joke. That dude is. I don't know the club. I see. I'm about to get into a real club beef over here talking. I better just shut up. I don't know. I'm not going to tell you how to run your club, but might want to put a 10% patch on or something. I don't know. 99%. Yeah. Hey, have you heard about these 3%ers? I'm starting to learn a little bit about that too. Yeah. See, and that's the other thing with the Iron Order. Weren't they founded by cops? Isn't that a cop club?
That's the word on the street.
That's it. Listen, everybody. It's not just coming from one club trying to smut on another club. Isaiah. Yeah, I have a trike downstairs. I'm about to try and buy. Everybody's telling me just get the Harley, just do Harley.
Build your own, bro.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna build my own bike. I want something like a street glide or a road glide, something nice and comfy with all the bells and whistles. I can throw my daughter on. She can have the armrest, big old heavy duty bike. But yeah, I mean, at one point I was halfway through a sentence and hold on, VPS. I'm like, whoa, bro, like, don't make me say how I feel, because this is the internet and I'll get in trouble if I explode on somebody, right? So there it is right there. Yeah, see? I heard they were checking tattoos for stuff like that too. It's all coming out, man. Okay. Well, see, I mean, that sounds like something you would say if you were trying to still be cool with the people that you left their club or whatever. For me, yeah, I mean, a cop is a cop is a cop. And if you're in a club and you have cops in your club, I don't know. I've been learning a lot lately, though, when it comes to clubs that I don't really know much about. The Pagans and offshoots of the Pagans. It's cool. Yeah, he was trying to call shots on me. It was, but what are you going to do? I was just like, it's bitch made shit, man. So I don't mess with stuff like that. You want to act like that, have at it, bro. Because guess where you're going to be in a year? And guess where I'll be? I'll be doing the same shit that I'm doing every day that I tried to bring to you guys. Oof. See? And what happens? He's got a PC up. He's got a PC up. We're not allowing, listen, in Nevada, every white man on the yard's name gets ran. And I'm not talking paperwork checks. We do that for ourselves, right? Let me see your paperwork. I need to know what you're in here for. All that. We're talking outside checks of every white man on the yard in Nevada. And you would know right away, oh, this dude's an ex-CO. He says he's a 1%er. Nah, man, he's a cop. I don't know. It's a crazy thing. And don't talk out of turn. Yeah. What it was I was asking Shady a question. Every time I tried to ask Shady a question, it was, hold on. Like, all right, bro. Cool. Next time I'll just do it all on my own channel. Yeah, see? Founded by him. You see that? Cop clubs are 100%ers. That's good stuff right there. I like that. See? Oh, see, hated on. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of that that's going to happen. And the only thing that they can say is, oh, well, he's not in a 1% club. Why is he talking? All my fucking friends are. What do you want from me? Like, I'll tell you war stories and I'll tell you how to act as a man. And you can, with your tongue out from the back, man, I'm telling you, these dudes. Cop gangs, not clubs. Hey, hey, mark for the W right there. I mean, if they're going to call it right, is that what they would call them in the newspaper? What's up, DeWitt? Grizz. Hey, that's what somebody had asked me about Iron Order before too. And they were like, would you ever have an Iron Order on? And I'm thinking, because I had just gotten done talking to, I think, Weavy. We were talking about the predominant club that he sees in his area in West Virginia. I think it was like the Iron Horseman. I was like, yeah, I'm trying to get the Iron Horseman on. They're like, no, Iron Order. I'm like, the cops? Yeah, smash that like for sure. Yeah, I mean, there's that too. And I've seen individuals from the clubs in prison. You know, well, I'm not going to say that. I can't say that on the internet. But yeah, I mean, they hold their own respect in there. In Nevada, they're not put into protective custody like in California. I heard there were, some funk between one or two clubs and the AB or whatever. Like, we got the A dubs, and as long as you're solid, I mean, we rode for one of the clubs on a bad call. Exactly. Exactly. Men like Muppet. Oh, Muppet, I don't want to put you on. Oh, God. So I think NNCC, or was it NSP? Kansas said anytime there was a new female CO, they would bring her to Powder and Muppet's house. And you got to understand, Muppet here, they would fight their lizards, right? They'd get a lizard on the yard. Muppet, I think, glued Bro's thorns to the back of his lizard, because he wanted a dinosaur in his lizard fight. So anytime a new female CO came, they bring her over to their house, and Muppet would bark like a dog and run at them and be sniffing them and shit. And I don't how many of them females just walked off like I can't do this. I can't do this. And he wasn't gonna do nothing to them, but it was just are you ready for this type of deal? And Muppet and Powder. Oh, they're crazy. I got to put that Kansas interview up too. I got to get Kansas back on here, get Kansas squared away. And Muppet, it sounds like. Yeah. Nevada's a wild place. I guess they just hit somebody too. They just hit one of the bros. Found him with a towel around his, and a poker in the eyeball. Cops are crash dummies. Yeah. But anyway, back to what we were talking about. Yeah. So we don't have that funk when it comes to the Nevada yard, as long as none of the clubs are disrespecting any of the bros, because there's no question about it. Like, the bros run it. You know, that's our joint, and we have fun doing it. Crazy woodpile is nuts in Nevada. Awesome story to tell about a cop club. Oh, oh, I didn't even think about dropping a link either. If you're not busy, Rob, jump up here. Let's hear it. There. Yeah, I'm sure Joey Tats has crazy stories like that too. Where penitentiary is a wild place, man. I don't know. Some of the funniest stuff I've ever seen or heard came out of the penitentiary. And you almost find times, and it's sad. It's really sad, and it should never be like that. But you almost find times where you're laughing and you're having fun. And then you look around and you're just like, I should not be laughing this hard in prison. My life, I should not be so content. But you do. You get so used to it. You're just like, somebody will crack the funniest joke you've ever heard. And it is, I think that's the first time that happened to me, was when I was just like, oh man, let's not get that habitual. You get the habitual, you might find yourself really comfortable living in prison. And that's a scary, scary thought. And the food just keeps getting worse. Ugh. Yeah, I mean, there's just stupid stuff. Like they found hooch one time. The Southsiders were cooking. They found him a bag. They hadn't burped it yet. So when they burped it, that straight vodka smell all over. Just as the cops walking, they go in there, they get it. They take the whole bag and throw it into the trash can out in the day room. Now, this is level 4, so we're only out 1 hour a day. But if you're a porter, you get out through the day to go sweep and wipe the tables and take the trash out. So we get out, and I'm not even going to say his name. Well, no, I can. Rebel had just gotten there, and Spain and me and Benny, we had the jobs, and we look over, and Benny is just chugging out of this bag. We're talking all the fruit still in there, just the mash of it. And Benny was fucking fucked up. Bro, Benny's puking everywhere. We're dying. Immediately puking. He was chewing up orange and everything in it. Oh. But we were dying so hard. I think that was the first time where I'm laughing and me and Spain are hitting each other on the back, laughing like, you see this, and I was just like, oh man, I'm having too much fun in prison right now. I can't be doing this. This is not good. Let's see. Oh my God. Hey, there's always those ones though, Joey, where if you put the sheet or you put the towel up, everybody knows what that is. I'm in here either taking a shit or I'm going on a date, right? Don't pull the towel down. And you got female COs that'll just yank towels out of doors all day long. It's like, and then you're going to get hit with a charge if you're in there getting it. And shit, what the fuck? Like, what? You wanted to see this thing at some point. Now, it never happened to me, thank God. But she would be hitting people with charges like that. Sniping. No, the towel was up. Hey, you know what? You know the real rookies too. They shut that door and they leave too much of it hanging out. You just yank that thing out of there. It sounds like the door is being ripped off. First time it happened to me. That's how I know. I was like, oh. They're like, what are you doing in there? Stop. I'm like, no, bro. No, you just added to the flavor. Splinter's new video. Shout out to Splinter, by the way. Oh, talking about JD Delay. See, I haven't gone there because, I let California do California stuff too. That's the big thing. Let them. I've always said, you want to know how a motherfucker's from California? He'll tell you. So it's like vegans and Californians. They're going to let you know right off the bat. What's up? I'm from California. And so I stay out of all that. But JD Delay, I've been hearing some funky stuff. Not going to lie. Some discerning. Is that the word? No, that's not the word at all. Exactly. And when you get into a place like with you guys, you, Kansas, Powder, all three on the same deck, for a good amount of time, it's how long can we all stay here without getting in trouble together and have the time of our lives and fight our skinks and our lizards and, who goes to the warden's rose garden and steals rose thorns to put on the back of his lizard? You're having too much fun. And when you have the run of the yard, like I can only imagine what it was like for you and Kansas and Powder to be there together. I bet it was a blast. A blast. Even in NSP, a shit prison. It's got its own character though. I'm glad they shut it down. Don't ever threaten me with going to NSP. Oh. Hey, so that's what I started out doing with some prison stories, and then I did Pee Wee's story, and then Pee Wee came up and talked, and it turned into what it's become, which is stuff that I'm already interested in, kind of mixed in with who I am and my own life stories. And I don't know. I don't even know what I'm doing on YouTube, but I definitely didn't think I'd be pressing, almost, what's up, Joey? Almost 20,000 subs in about the first year. And like, I'm just to the moon with it. It's crazy. Yeah, Big Weavy. Big Weavy is my dude. Hey, Weavy, are you going to be going live tonight at all? Or are we going on Culture War Vultures? I have another channel, by the way. I know a lot of people aren't into the weirdness, like the Bud Light stuff that has been going on and all that. But me and my friend Gengish, we have this channel together called Culture War Vultures. And all we do is talk shit about the nonsense in the world and this crazy, stupid stuff. And we just bang on people. It's fun. That's like my hobby. That channel is my nice hobby. It gets me away from doing all this craziness. Yeah, Doug, I know you'll be there. Thank you, Gary. The craziest thing, like I've met another YouTuber recently, two guys off of YouTube. We hung out at the VFW. That's where we saw one of the 1% clubs. And he got on his channel and he said, man, meeting Rick and his brother, we're like watching him on here. Like, I don't change. If you see me out, I'm going to act goofy and be me, but, still have my my street in me a little bit. New York. We're getting a lot of love from New York. Lumberjack. Hey, Lumberjack. I see you. I see Lumberjack. Lumberjack's been going to war for me. And I appreciate everybody who went over in the comments. Like Marco got a lot of hate. You know, and that's why I tried to come out and say, hey, I'm not mad at Marco. I'm kind of salty with him, but I'm not mad at him. Hollywood can, well, I've already said what Hollywood can do. So whatever people do in them comments, more power to you, because that dude ain't about it. He ain't about his business, you know. And you won't hear me saying, oh, that other channel ain't about his business. Hollywood, you ain't shit. That's just all there is to it. You proved it. Prison food sucks. Try. Oh, no. I've had truck stop food. Yeah. There's a couple of good ones. Brandon, what's the one that Dad, Flying J? Flying J used to be some good food. Used to be. This is in the 90s when my dad was still alive. We go on the road with him, and we would eat at the Flying J's, and it was decent food. That was some down home cooking.
That's back when they had cafes.
Yeah, that's back in the cafe day for sure. But yeah, now it's all processed, nasty. Subway. Oh, Subway. Subway is like the. Ugh. I mean, I'll eat it. I don't give a fuck. In prison, we were eating cold jumbo jacks like they were the most delicious thing in the world. I told that story. Oh, girl, she was hot for Junior. She wanted his thing. She wanted his D and her V or B. I don't know. Anyway, she would bring jumbo jacks, 2 of them. They'd be cold as hell by the time she got them to us. Middle of the night, she'd pop our door, slide them in, keep it pushing. Start pimping your dude off. Hey, bro, I'm going to need you to go over there and shake your wiener for her, bro. You need to earn these jumbo jacks. I'm going to need some. Regular Joe Travels. Hey, what's up, man? Oh, Centennial. See, when I moved to Vegas, there was none of that. You go out to Jones, a little bit past Ann Road, and you could go paintballing out there or four-wheeling in stolen cars. It was a blast. And you go all the way up Lone Mountain, there was nothing. Red Rock, all that Red Rock Casino, I think, Fort Apache was about the end of the line. And then you could drive for a half hour to get to Red Rock. And now, you know, over the past decades, it's grown so much. Like it's its own. But Centennial, that's crazy over there. You know, Centennial is just upper class Northtown. There, I said it. Oh, Buc-ee's is amazing. Look, I lived in Texas before we moved here for 2 years? Buc-ee's is off the hook. Wawa is off the hook in Florida. Oh my God. Yeah. 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 Yeah, for sure. Ely is fucking. I heard they're turning Ely into the PC yard. That's what I'm hearing. And they're moving everybody from Ely to Lovelock. You know, the rumors are crazy when it comes to the prison. Every couple of months, NSP was going to be shut down, and it never was until it finally was. You know, every couple of years they reopen Gene and they turn it into Gladiator School, and then enough people get hurt that they shut the prison down again. And there's only like 5 prisons in all of Nevada, and one of them is a PC prison. There you go. Yeah, all those truck stops it's gnarly. Hey, get a hold of me, Gary. On Facebook is the best way to get a hold of me, or Instagram. Both of them are Vegas profile stories on Instagram or Facebook, and message me. Uh, I talk to a lot of different people. You'd be surprised. I answer all of, sometimes it take me a day, but I always answer my messages on my social media. No, no, no. I'm not messing with any of them anymore. I'm just stating I'm not mad at Marco and fuck Hollywood. Yeah. Yeah, I've learned my lesson, because when it comes down to it, Marco can be as good a guy as he is. He's a good guy. But Hollywood has got his hands in his fucking pockets. So why would I ever go around a dude just because he's nice, knowing that Hollywood's back there doing fuckboy shit? Not gonna happen. So I wish him the best in the world, though. Marco. And, we already talked about Hollywood. See, that's another one. Hollywood ran the story, and, so, you go by the media and the reports, the police reports only, and you're going to have the worst story of all time. That's what's made me successful, is I try and talk to the people involved, right? I don't know. I have that way about me where, what are we talking about here? You're going to be reporting on it, and now you're pissing everybody off that was involved, and they come over and they say, bro, you just read that straight out of the reports. You sound like a cop when you talk. And that's what I see a lot in Hollywood's comments, because he's not real and he's not talking to the real people. So he messed up a story. Now we're going to go ahead and redo a story and put the truth out about a guy that he completely shit on and had no idea about, just by doing the media and the reports and things like that. Yes, 100%. It's going to be awesome. I can't wait. I'm going to try and get Kansas too. He's been so busy though with the tattooing. Oh my God. There's a lot of people that are supposed to be getting out soon. Rebel might already be out. And I've talked to a few people. Little Levi, salute if you're watching, bro. That I've been locked up with. Spain, if you ever watch this, bro, I still haven't found you. Find me, motherfucker. God damn it. Spain is the greatest bro I've ever met. That dude is awesome. Spain and Kansas. And Benny. All one-of-a-kind dudes. Bear, Delaware? I can't take you serious. I see you in here, Blue. I mean, hey, if it's picking the best of a shitty situation. So if you guys probably missed it because it was so early. I did something today with a dude named Chad Hauer. He is wanted by Interpol currently for 17 years. He got arrested in Bulgaria and put into a prison and fought extradition and won. And they have basically cornered him down into this little island St. Kitts in the Caribbean. And now he has health issues. And it's a crazy story. So I did the first of probably a few interviews with him. And tomorrow we're going to do more tomorrow afternoon. I'm going to put it out probably tonight. Well, tonight I say at like 2 or 3 in the morning, I'll probably put the interview out so that, or I'll just do it tomorrow night. How about that at 9 o'clock? Because I want to get his story out there. That dude is crazy, but not loco. Yeah, exactly. It was a crazy interview. It left me with so many questions. And then after I cut the live, like me and him were still talking in the background, and he started telling me more and more. And I was like, oh my God, like this is going to be the most insane story of all time. This is like some Joe Rogan style podcast type stuff. It was nuts. Okay. Well, all right. So I'll be putting that out tomorrow night. And what do you guys? I have a whole list of stuff I'm going to go through. I'm going to be bringing on Lou Steele, who rides for a Christian club, so we can hear from them and do an interview and kind of hear how that life is. And Big Rob, I was supposed to get Big Rob up here sometime. And I don't think Little Fred is going to come back on. I don't know. He sent me a message and said, X-nay on the interview a Udway. It's big Latin for I can't talk on the internet no more. Something like that. What's up, Travis? Can't find. Oh, type in Vegas prison stories. Try that. Because you would have had to have been here since the very beginning. Because I changed my name from Vegas prison stories to Vegas profile stories when I was at like 2,000 subs. Because I didn't want to focus just on like prison. Everybody has a prison story and all that, So, yeah. So it's probably Vegas prison stories, but still VPS. I like the profiles. Hey, old people do. I'm just saying that's my generation stuff right there. Actually, we're more. What's the other one with Tom?
Tom what?
He's fucking retarded, guys.
Yeah.
Somebody help me out. The Facebook before Facebook, Brandon.
Oh, MySpace?
MySpace. See, he's not that bad.
I'm in the comments.
Sorry, I abused my brother. Well, look, you're with the times then. Listen, I just started a TikTok yesterday, and I did it to talk to the TikTok fugitive. Yeah. So I'm cool with it. You're 41? I'm 43. True story. I got grown ass kids and a little kid. It's hell on your look. Look, don't tell nobody. But a motherfucker got one of these for his knee. I popped my knee the other day. Hey, everybody had MySpace. Tom let us play whatever music we wanted to. He let us do whatever we wanted, and we turned our backs on him. And now look at us. And he's still there too. Solitary. Oh, what did I miss? Solitary ain't so solitary. I'm just going to put that out there too. If you're good at fishing and talking to, you can get anything passed. Tom was cool. 6 kids. See, 9 to 21. See, I got should be 5 this year. 5 to 22. No, 5 to 23. Because they were exactly 18 years and 3 days apart. My oldest from my youngest. It's nuts. But adapt and overcome. No, no. Like I was gaining a lot of love for Marco right away, though, and that's why I brought the water dogs thing to him. I could have just kept that for myself and made banger ass stuff, and you know, um, like that's not my get down. I literally try and help everybody around me, and that's I don't know. I need to go back to the old way that I used to be, and just. But I what would I be teaching my kid? She sees me out here dog eat dogging, but I'm trying to tell her to be a good person. Like it's gonna happen regardless, you know. And this is just one story. Like they sold themselves out for one story. Imagine the information that they're not gonna get now because of all this. Like you know, it was a stupid move. That's for sure. Right. Um, a bandito was also shot off his bike like a month ago, and nobody talks about that. Yeah, I don't know what's going on between those two clubs, and hopefully it's all peaceful. But we all know better. We all know when one club has had a state for a long time, then another club shows up. Things like this are going to start happening to the support clubs because that one dominant club wants to stay dominant and prove a point to everybody else around. This is what happens when you don't hold strong to us. That type of deal. I don't know. I know New Mexico is going to be a crazy ass place. This ain't, this goes so much deeper. It does. And that's why I try and keep the other club's name out of it. Other people, they don't give a fuck. Marco and Hollywood, and they freely say names and it's like all you're doing is painting a target on that entire club, which is the biggest club in New Mexico, by the way. And you're painting a target on them by saying their name, by putting their name in with the Banditos and the Water Dogs. And sure, it had something to do with it, but not a lot, like it's fuckery and it's reckless, a ton, Trad Dad. I mean, shout out to the Homitos, by the way. Somebody jumped in my shit. They were like, hey, don't be talking about us, Holmes. I was like, Jesus Christ, Tongo Blast doesn't fucking care about nothing. You can't even talk good about them dudes. And they'll be on your shit. I'm like, hey, that's that prison shit, though. Who told you could talk about me? Miss me. But yeah, they had it out with them, and they learned real quick. Homitos don't play. Them dudes are with the business. Oh, yeah, seriously. And then, I mean, Oklahoma, it's a brave new world out there. It does.
Yeah. Did it hurt when he got shot?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I must have missed that. My brother saw it, though. Yeah, that was quite the question. Like, no, it didn't hurt. Did it hurt when you got shot? Did it hurt? Did what hurt? When you fell from heaven, girl.
Give her the fuckboy face.
Yeah. Oh, there it is right there. Things have been heating up in your home state over there, Jimmy. That's a fact. And I know of 3, at least, of the big clubs that are there. So, I mean, hey, head on a swivel. But they know what they're doing. Brandon needs a camera. Have you seen his face? I'm the pretty one.
Oh, cameo. No.
What? Oh, a cameo?
Yeah.
Yeah. We get Brandon in here just saying weird stuff.
All the time.
Brandon is the brains behind my channel, by the way, guys. While I'm over here talking, Brandon's over there typing away, doing all this hashtags and this and that. Yeah, all of that. Yes. Yes, Brandon is young Jamie from Joe Rogan's podcast.
Oh, yeah.
You just hear him. You don't see him. Every now and then I'll pass him something and say, here, try these.
Mikey, I think he
He
likes
said, let's go, Brandon. Brandon's becoming a YouTube famous in his own right, too, because everybody hit me up. They're like, I died when you asked if your brother was retarded. And that's just how we talk to each other, right? Like, we never argue, we never fight, none of that. But I was just like, my brother's retarded, man. Oh, there you go. Carol says hi, Brandon.
Hi, Carol.
There you go. What club is Hollywood in? So somebody told me, I've forgotten already. It's like, correct me if I'm wrong. You know, like I'm the first one, if I'm wrong, to always say I'm wrong and then fix it, right? Like that's what men do. So from what I hear, the club started out as like an offshoot from the Pagans. I don't know, because it has that. That's it right there. Is that it? No. Salt. I don't know. Brandon, look that up. There. Sotar Soldiers. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Which is the thing that's in the middle of the Pagans patch, right? So that's why people are saying, oh, well, they're like a offshoot of the Penguin or Pagans. Oh, there we go. Now we just got in trouble with everybody with the Pagans. And, you know, that's what I'm hearing. A break off from the Pagans. Exactly. You know, and if you hear other clubs talk about other clubs, you'll always hear the craziest shit. Hey, Herb, that was legitimately a slip of the tongue. Here we are. I'd like to take this moment to apologize to the Pagans. I don't know any Pagans anyway. I don't hate them. I got nothing against them at all.
It's getting frosty down here.
You're getting frosty. But yeah. Oh geez. Anyway, that's what I'm hearing. That's what the background noise is on what club they're a part of. Which, hey, more power to you guys. But I don't know if your club member is allowed to openly ask somebody to incriminate themselves on a 2-day-old murder case. We are not the same. They're growing fast. I've heard theories. I won't say that they're fact, but I've heard a lot of the people say the same thing from a lot of different places. They've said, I'm not trying to shit on these dudes' club as much as I'd like to. So Black Pistons, I heard, yeah, he was a member of the Black Pistons before. I don't know. Shout out to all those clubs, but I don't know. That's a hell of a thing for a member to do. Yeah, well, that's one thing, and a A lot of people said they felt like he was about to answer it. And then a lot of people said, well, maybe he wouldn't have answered it at all. I think it's still fuckery to, you got to be careful. You got to be thoughtful. You know, I get it. Everybody's trying to get he called in to my show. And this is all true. Called into your show, absolutely. But you wouldn't have been talking about him had I not brought you the story. And in front of me, you tried to get him to incriminate himself or lay the groundwork for self-defense. Either way, the answer is irrelevant. The question is what is wrong. You cannot ask people stuff like that. That is dangerous. That is it's I can't even think of the word.
It's haphazard.
It's haphazard for sure. Oh, we got Black Dragon in here. Somebody said hi to him.
I think
there he is.
We can have Rob come up.
Oh, he's been in 3 clubs before. See, I mean that's interesting in its own right, and I can't shit on somebody for that either. Like take Mooch. Mooch joined one club, decided that club wasn't for him, went to another club, stayed with them for 15 years. So a lot of people would call him a patch hopper or whatever, but in my eyes, he's just finding the right spot for him. 3 clubs before, that's 4 clubs. That's one of them things. Hey, maybe it's time to admit maybe you're the problem. You know. Uh-oh. Yeah, see, and that's another thing. And more power to them. Like I said, I'm from the penitentiary side of things, where just basic street 101, do not conduct yourself like that. And it made me step back and go, you know, what's the program of some of these 1% clubs, these diamond clubs? How's their get down? Because all the real OGs that you guys love to see up here, and I love to have on, and all together just shitting on each other, having fun. You know, your Robs, your Pee Wee, all of them. None of them would have fucked with me ever again if I didn't jump in there and stop him from doing that. And that's not why I did it either. Like, I didn't even think about it. I was on autopilot when the question was asked, and I was like, yeah. I was like, whoa, no. Don't answer that question ever, you know? And that was just my brain kicking in saying, what the fuck did he just say? It's irresponsible. Thank you, Travis. Yeah. Got patched over. Okay, well then I patched over. I don't know. I've talked to Ventura Rob a lot about patched over, and patched over seems to lose the history of the club that's being patched over a lot. And that's, you know, if a whole club patches over, you got to think, if you got 10 guys, 3 of them are going to be solid, or else you wouldn't be patching the club over at all just to get one. I mean, maybe they would, because it takes, but you're losing all that support. You're losing all that money. You're losing all that manpower by doing it in the end. So I understand why it happens, obviously. Like, I've entrenched myself in all of this. I'm surrounded by solid as they come guys, you know, and I've lived my life in the streets and the prisons. So I've learned from the most solid and tried to become the most solid man I can. And I look at some of these clubs and I'm like, it don't take much to put that diamond on, it seems like.
Apparently you can pay for it. It's the iron.
So that's not. See, young Jamie is chiming in again. He says apparently you can pay for it. Oh, that's one thing I didn't want to talk about because I'm not trying to shit on their club. It's not the Iron Order. It's Salters. Anyway,
Fair game.
that's the rumor that's out there that you can. But not my monkey, not my circus. I just know. Yeah, I just it's the internet is a funny place, and people do stupid stuff, and it makes zero sense to me. I'll just sit back and shake my head and go, "What the fuck am I involved in right now?" And that's what everybody has been telling me in the background. Rob, and especially Ventura Rob, and Ventura Rob been in my ear. Oh, you don't need none of these motherfuckers for nothing. You got your own thing going. Don't ruin it by muddying it up and going around these losers who do loser shit. And every bit of what he said is fucking true. It's 100% true. Todd been up but Todd will say, fuck all bikers, right? So how you going to take Todd at his word when he openly tells you I'm retarded? But I do take Todd at his word. He's a solid individual, and they're all right. They say, hey, man, what were you even thinking? And to me, it was just like, hey, an olive branch to, I don't know. Yeah, well, just to say hello to the people that run the same type of deal as me, and I'll sit over here. And, eventually we'll see what this turns out to be. Yeah, hit that like button. That's free. What's up, JM Sanho? Yeah, see, they call them hood hoppers and all that type of stuff, man. And I don't know. I've always just I've been a one group type of dude. If it don't work out for me, I'll just go do it on my own. That's what I do. Yep. All right, let's see. Oh, geez. I don't even want to know about what Dub's doing. Dub's crazy. He's our own little LOL cow is what they call him. LOL cow. They just go crazy. But Dub, they drive him to it. And then I'm not even going to talk about that whole situation. It's crazy. VPS, I haven't. Hold on. Known you that long, and I think thank you. That's just, I don't know. I'm just being me. And this week's been crazy. It's been a whole crazy shit show. Yeah, Millstar. It was funky. The whole thing. It was wonky. But it's you live and you learn. I gave somebody too much credit. What's up, Ace 100? It's good to see you back, man. I hope you start doing some more boxing videos. You were my resident, jab trainer. Greetings from Area 51. All right, then. Yeah. I was hoping that they would overtake Area 51 when they were talking about doing it. Thank you, Gary. Yeah, man, I just try and keep it as solid, and I call it as I see it. And everybody says, oh, you talk on club business or that. And no, I just tell people stories, and I call shit how I see it. And I'm always going to be like this, You
let the viewers decide.
Yeah. Flipped over. Oh, yeah. See, that's another thing, Big Rob. You bring somebody on, and then, somebody will come on with a story and they'll say one thing, and then somebody who is actually there, who I trust and they'll come and they'll say, hey, wait a minute, that's not quite how that went down at all. So there's a lot of that happens too. And I'm all about people getting their stories out. Just don't lie, or add any extra sauce to it, because it will. The internet is undefeated, and that's happened a couple of times where people will come on and they'll put too much sauce on something, and then it comes out later, and you're like, oh, damn! All you had to do was tell the truth. Because everybody, it doesn't matter. You can look bad or look good in your own story, and it's still going to be a good story. You know, I mean, that's the life we live. Damn. All right, I see little Timmy up in here. Geez, how long have we been going? Hour and a half? Thank you. Thank you very much. Gangish, my dude from Culture War Vultures. That's my partner in crime when we talk about crazy stuff. Right. It is a 50-50 thing. Like, there's a few key pieces to even this story, and they're things that I won't say because it puts people in danger. And at the end of the day, I'll make the story and leave, some key parts of it out, because that's the right thing to do. You can say something, let it be known to the whole world, and then you get 4 men shout over it. Well, you got your views, you're getting paid off of YouTube for it. Forget that 4 families worth of people are over there with having the worst day of their life because you spoke on something and said something that you should have stayed quiet about. And I just won't be a part of that. And I never have. That's why, and you'll see in the comments, people will say, oh, well, this is kind of how that really, well, we know, especially when it comes to the New Mexico thing. I know, but I'm not going to be a part of putting a target onto other people's backs in a situation that's already fucked up.
Black Dragon's in there.
G Styles, yeah, I see him. That's who I was looking for. I saw he said something. And Black Dragon is dope as hell too. And I'm going to buy his books. Black Dragon is cool. But I also understand this. Like, Hollywood and Black Dragon been doing this. They're the trendsetters for it, right? They've been talking to each other for a long time. So, you also have to understand that. And for me, I'm leery about who I talk to about what anymore, because, I'd rather share something and everybody come up rather than try to look like the cool guy for 4 seconds. And here's the thing. Everybody saw what Hollywood did, and they were all over the comments on both of our shit saying, hey, man, what the hell was that? They saw it while I was seeing it. Like, oh, shit. What is this dude even doing? Yeah. Well, and that's another thing. Like, you're trying to get the best story out, but don't. It's, like I said, that's the difference between, I guess, the penitentiary life and the 1%er on some 1%ers, because most of the true blue legend 1%ers that I mess with are all super solid, and the street code and the 1% code, pretty much the same thing. And that's, I guess, where I stumbled was, dealing with somebody because they're in a certain type of club, but then you see that their get down is kind of funky. And it bit me. This man right here knows both very, very well, very intimately, on a huge level for both. And I mean, am I wrong in that, Joey? There's a lot of the same type of deal. So we're going to get Joey on here too, but just to talk about prison, not about club stuff. Because Joey did him some Fed time. Not going to say for what. But y'all want to meet a dude who's gone down in Rico? Talk to Joey. Well, I mean, that probably had something to do with it. I mean, anytime there's a Rico involved, you know that there's some, yeah, illicit medicines happening for sure. Nope, none of that. No club stuff whatsoever. Yeah, that's another thing. So with Big Lou, he came on and he got stopped tonight. And this is me just calling bullshit when I see it. He got stopped tonight by Hollywood and said, all right, we ran out of time with you or something like that. Like, well, why did you even ask that man to come on there? To tell a third of his story and then tell him to kick rocks. Like, all you did was pull a dickhead move to your guest again. Because you don't know how to let shit flow. You tried to turn this into like a radio show almost, where you have hour or half hour slots, and I have a half hour to listen to you. So whatever you're saying at the end of this half hour, I'm going to tell you, hey man, look, sorry, I don't have no more time to listen.
Let's open up the phone lines.
Let's open up the phone lines. Thank you, young Jamie. See, he's worth something, guys. He's not all retarded, just a little bit.
Partially.
Hey, can you get me? So there's that little hideaway at the top. Nope. All right, you see the first drawer?
Oh.
All right, a little bit up. Right there, pull that out. Oh my God. See, this is, I'll be right back.
Oh, that's amazing.
Oh, it's just tobacco. Ish. Tobacco like. Tastes like watermelon.
Should taste good.
Anyway, yeah, so he cuts him off. He cuts him off halfway through what he's saying, not even halfway through. You know, like at some point you're just showing that you don't give a shit about nobody but what you got going on. And more power to you. You've been doing it, on a pretty good level, pretty big level. But, truth be told, I let Marco know about a couple of ways that he can increase his revenue through YouTube, which is a very easy way. And his own club brother hadn't told him. I mean, there's that. Something like that. Hey, yeah. That's where I'm at right now. Elevated. Hey, all right. Elevated mentality. Brandon, check that channel out. See what they talk about. Salute to you. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate all of that. I see I had a new member in here too. Oh, let's see. Let's just go right there. Storm Bane and Swamp Man. That's what's up. I appreciate you guys will love being members. I put everything up early over there. I try and pin all of your guys' comments, all the members. Like I try and anything that I can't show on YouTube, I put over there. There's prison hits and all types of stuff over there. It's a fun time. Maybe a barbershop. Cowboy type situation. Anna Banana, thank you. so much. I appreciate everybody. Let's see. Yeah, so I'm going to bring him on here and let him tell his story because, you know, I get it. You're trying to cover Red River and beat it to the ground, too, by the way. I mean, nobody needs 2 videos a day about the same subject. You know, like nobody needs a video every day about the same subject. It's, I don't know. I mean, you got to look at it from both sides. He was blessed in by a national member of the Banditos. Don't say bandits. You're going to get in trouble. And then he did take a picture with somebody from a rival club. But it was not wearing cuts. It was not hanging out. It was somebody that he's known for most of his life. And it was their wedding. And they were dressed in regular clothing. So again, that's where shit got lost. All right, Trad Dad. Take it easy and thanks for coming in. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this one. And I'm going to go see who's live tonight and go hang out with a couple of friends, get high and all that ish. Kangish, what's up, bro? Thank you. I know I just saw another member. Jeez. Gary Rides, thank you. Oh, you just gifted 10. Jeez. There you go. Everybody collecting these memberships. That's what's up. Yeah, it's a lot of fun over there. I was doing a raffle for all my members, and it was like I started out doing like, I don't know, $20 or something. Maybe I'll start doing that like once a month, I guess, when YouTube pays me. Do a raffle for the members for like $50. That'll be dope. Do that every month. Okay. Hey, so on my next live, I'll get Kansas to come on, and you can come on, and y'all can talk. And any information that you got to give each other, there's a little private chat back there that you can just swap phone numbers or stuff like that too. But absolutely, you're always welcome here. Right, 100 spots. Yeah, bro. Gotta love a raffle, bro. But the good thing is, I stay up on mine. Like, I've never gaffled the money or never paid out or any of that. I always do. Uh-oh. Thank you guys for coming to Vegas Profile Stories. I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I'll see you next time.